Hey everyone, it's Chris here from Everyday Survival Gear, and today I bring you the XTAR WK21. This is my new EDC flashlight. This is it here. Uh, so my solar storm ended up breaking. I don't know if it was just my one in the way that I treated it or whatnot, but it ended up breaking. So I ended up having to get a new EDC, and I chose this one because I've seen it before, like a little bit ago now, and I was thinking about it, and I pretty much chose this one because I wanted to give it a go. To see, I was gonna get an Olight S10. This wasn't actually that much cheaper. I think the Olights go for like, I could have picked one up for about 45. I think I paid about 30 something for this, about 35. But I ended up choosing this because I want to give a couple of lesser known brands a go. So that's pretty much why I picked up this XTAR. People have said some pretty good stuff about it on the net, so I'm guessing that it is a pretty good flashlight. Today I'm recording this with my phone because I got a new phone, and I think the camera might be better than my actual camera. And I think the sound's coming out a bit funny on my camera. I dropped it when I was doing one of the videos, and now it hasn't been working that well. I'll have to look into that. So, don't mind that. I'll run over a couple of specs for you and whatnot, and then we'll take it outside and we'll compare it to something around the same sort of power. Obviously, being this tiny, there's only one battery that it can run on. That's it compared to my hand. I've got a RCR 123 in there, so 16340 rechargeable. I'm not sure if it takes the primaries, just the CR 123s. You can't buy them here in Australia anyway, so to me it doesn't really matter if it takes it or not, because it works out a lot more economical just to use the rechargeables anyway. I'll run through a couple of specs. It says it's ANSI rated to the highest mode for 500 lumens. I'm not sure if that's true, if it's actual ANSI rating, but they say it is, so you should take their word for it, I guess. So high mode is 500 lumens, and then it's got a medium, 210 lumens, and low is 10 lumens, so that's more of a moonlight. It's got a strobe. I'm not sure what power the strobe works at because the manual doesn't say it. And the SOS, I'm not sure which power the SOS works at either, but I would be saying it is high. It does seem like it is pretty much high mode. Its distance is up to 100 meters for the beam distance. Battery life is up to says 29.5 hours. So it's IPX8 rated. So it's water resistant to, I guess, 2 meters then. Should be somewhere around about there. And it's drop resistance to 1 meter. It did come with a manual that I'm reading from, but it's not in English. So there's a problem there. It uses a Cree XML2 U2 LED. Actually, on the manual here it says it can run on CR 123As. So this is the manual too. Yeah, that's what I should say. Everything that it came with. So obviously it came with the flashlight itself. That's it. It keeps on changing into macro mode. I haven't used the phone to record anything for a while. That's it there. The extra O-ring. This, I don't know what this is. This must be a warranty. Something's not in English. The manual. The manual is like good quality. It's too bad it's not in English. The box has a couple of specs on it and whatnot, and just that package there. I have left this on for a while, so I do know it doesn't heat up as much as the Solar Storm, but it is that little bit heavier, so I'm guessing that that's why. I'll just show you around the torch and then I'll take you outside. Okay, so now I'll show you around the torch. This is the head. Hopefully this thing stops going into macro mode. You can see the chip there, and you see those little solders there. So this is 5 modes. So it's 5 modes, and I've been reading on the net that you can actually make your own modes by soldering your own little parts there. I'll have to inquire about that more. The head feels pretty heavy, a lot heavier than the Solar Storm. I haven't actually felt the Olight S10, so I can't compare it to that. But it is heavier than the Solar Storm. Its heat protection is better than the Solar Storm, so that's also a bonus. This is the bottom half. So it unscrews like that. Because there's no button on it, it's a twisting system. So there's no button. So it's designed a little bit different, because usually the bottom will come off, and this one it doesn't. It is magnetic bottom, and it also, what I didn't add, it comes with this lanyard style clip too. You can see the threads there, they're good, but I do have little pieces of metal that are coming off. Can't even see, that's not focusing. So there are little pieces of metal that are coming off there, but it does open and close pretty well, and I didn't put this lubricant on. That came on there from the factory. So the head is heavier than the bottom, so that's also a good sign. I'll just show you through the modes, and we'll take it outside. Here comes the awkward part. I like this design because it's twisting to turn on and off. So what you do is you just twist it, and then you go the other way, and then that'll change modes. So the first one will strobe. This is SOS, as you can see. And you twist it one way or back, and then you twist it on. That's low mode, 10 lumens. Then back off again. Then medium mode, what was that, 210. Ooh. And then one more time. Then you got the high mode here. So now we can pretty much take this outside. That was one of the main reasons why I brought this over the Olight 2, was because the Solar Storm kept on turning on and off a lot, and the battery was getting wasted while it was in my bag. So we'll take it outside and we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, now we're outside. I've got it filming from both my phone and my normal camera, and we'll see which one turns out better. That'll be the one that I'll use. I'm just comparing it to my LED Lensa P7. So we'll turn that on high and we'll see how much that lights up the backyard. So there we go. 200 odd lumens, 180, 200 lumens, whichever. So then I'll turn that off, and then I'll turn on the XTAR WK21. The only hard thing is I really can't compare both of them side by side if I have to hold my phone in my hand, which I just remembered. Alright, let's see what this started on. Let's just cycle through it. Okay. Alright guys, so this is the XTAR WK21. It's now on low, 10 lumens. If I point that to the floor, you can see that there. You can barely see it. Next setting is medium, 210 lumens. So you can see that pretty much lights up most of the backyard. Does a pretty good job. It is a lot more floody than the Solar Storm. The Solar Storm did have a lot more middle spot. And then after that, we'll throw it to high, 510 lumens. So just twist like so, off, and then put it back on. That's 500 lumens right there. You can see that does a very good job of lighting up my whole backyard. Very good job. I'll stand back a little bit. That's me filming on my camera there. And that's my backyard getting lit up really well. So you can see how wide the beam is. It extends very, very far in like width. Length, not so much so in length. So probably like that 100 meters is pretty much as far as what you will get. But in width, it does a really good job. It does still have a pretty good hot spot. I'll show you there on the floor. That's the hot spot. But it is a lot more floody than zoomy. We'll try. Next should be strobe. Yep, that's definitely strobe. Then after that should be SOS. So they appear to be pretty much on maximum, so 500 lumens. And then it starts over again. Low, medium, we'll leave it on medium. Alright guys, this has been Chris from Everyday Survival Gear, bringing you the XTAR WK21. Thanks for watching, and as always, like and subscribe.